Check this out. Cars tossed around like they were toys, stacked up on top of each other just like this. It's been nearly 2 months since we saw that deadly flooding across Globe and the rest of Gila County, but images just like this are still shocking to see. Now, the man who shot this video is a downtown Globe business owner, one of the many still recovering. Downtown has made a lot of progress over the past several weeks, but for some, that cleanup is really just beginning. Usually when we talk about a 6-car pileup, it's on a valley freeway, not in the back of a business.
The back was just a car smoothie.
That's exactly how Globe business owner David Berry describes it, sharing with us this never-before-seen drone video of the cleanup.
There was cars stacked on top of cars, so the power of water really amazed me.
And he's not the only one. Dozens of businesses up and down historic Broad Street felt the fury of Mother Nature. Globe's mayor tells me 60 businesses were damaged in the September flooding. The mayor says so far, the Small Business Administration has approved more than $1.2 million in low-interest loans for dozens of people to repair, rebuild, and reclaim what the flooding washed away. Nearly 2 months later, with about 2/3 of damaged businesses back open, David was still working to clean up the 4 buildings he owns in downtown Globe when I met him recently.
Move things and shovel. You know, there's just so much mud from the floods that you got to just chip away and get into it, shovel it out, move more stuff, shovel it out. So it's just kind of a process.
A painstaking process that also involves his own sweat equity, outside engineers, and making sure his tenants get back on their feet as well.
And now I have 2 businesses that can't open, and it kills my income. And it's just, you know, I can't ask my tenants for rent when this is going on.
Like the Globe Antique Mall, sweeping layers of mud out of their store as the waters receded. Outside, parts of downtown look more like a junkyard, with bulldozers scraping debris off the streets. At the time of the flooding, David was restoring about a dozen cars. You can see a lot of them here very badly damaged. 2 of them were swept away by the water inside of his garage, like this one. And then if we walk back here, look at this. That current inside the garage was so strong, it picked up this one and then wedged it next to the wall.
That's just how powerful the water was.
Outside, we see how high the water truly climbed.
I'm about 5'6". So maybe like 5'7", 5'8" was where this water level was?
Yep.
Wow.
And the chilling reality of what happened starts to set in.
3 people died. That's 3 too many, but there could have been a lot more deaths. And I'd like to just see what can be done to prevent it from happening again. Nature puts you in check sometimes, and this is one of those times.
Yeah, it is such a sobering reality. Now, I checked back in with David Tuesday. He's made a lot of progress in the past few weeks. Much of that mud you saw has been cleared out. He's also been able to move those cars you saw that were stacked on top of each other on the inside. I want to remind you this, some Globe business owners have started to get funding from the United Fund of Globe Miami. I've gotten a few questions about how much total business owners will get and when those payments will all come out. I've reached out to the officials who manage the fund. As soon as I hear back, I will let you know what I find out. They've gotten some big pledges from companies like APS and Resolution Copper, but also everyday folks. If you want to donate, we have a link on the main page of abc15.com. There's also a link to David's GoFundMe on our website as well.